But today was fun. Today was fun because we got to watch.
Nice.
No, because we got to watch golf today. That's been the greatest thing ever. But we are really trying to figure out what the hell is going on in the city. So we had someone who lost their life today to
Traffic accident.
It's a traffic accident, but we still don't have all the facts.
It's been very vague. The articles have been vague today.
And it's been more focused on the golfer who gets arrested. And I, to this point, don't know who started what. I don't know whose fault is what. I just think it's crazy how you can drive through any place where someone has actually died.
It's a little crazy right now because it's vague. Did he cause the accident that killed the person?
I don't think he caused it.
After the fact.
I think it was an after the fact thing. I think it's like when they were trying to situate everything.
Oh, they were trying to section off the scene.
Yeah, but it's like any other crime scene. That's the biggest thing. It's like any other crime scene. That's what makes this kind of real for anybody who lives here, because I feel like if from what his standpoint is saying, like he was confused and he was given multiple different directions on multiple different things, it's like that's what's making it hard for me to figure out what actually happened. And I feel like everybody's trying to get through the golf tournament first.
Yeah.
And then later.
Yeah, they're not talking about it at all today. We've been watching for about an hour now.
Yeah.
Right? They haven't talked about it once.
We do have Roy McIlroy.
Instagram is lit up over it.
Instagram is on it. And shout out whoever made those shirts. We got to talk to you, man, because that is talent. To have the mug shot was out like around 9:30. Shirts were there by 10.
It happened that early.
This is golf.
Oh, well, he was going to warm up, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay. That makes sense.
This is golf. Golf happens early in the morning. This is why it's not a sport for me. So forgive me if I seem like the biggest golf hater in the world. I'm not. I actually love all types of competition. It's hard for me to get into this one. But today, I have to admit, I have been watching it. So people think the PGA Tour will not come back because of this incident.
No, man. Look. There will be traffic to this after this day closes.
Most definitely.
This isn't the last day, right?
No, they still got. I think they got 2 more days.
Okay.
But
people are gonna talk it tonight. Whenever this stops, people are gonna be talking about it.
It's gonna be.
It's gonna be like. But they're all like. I'm very confused. There are a lot of questions that I have. We read a couple articles. There are just some questions. It's how exactly was this related to the accident that we lost a Louisville guy today, RIP? How was that related? He got charged for assault.
That's what's confusing.
But what did he do though? It's a felony charge too. His lawyer said it was a felony charge. So it's what? What did he do? Did he hit a cop? Did he? He looked fine. He looks fine on TV. It's not
he's in third place. He's swinging it.
It's not like he was he showed up drunk or hammered.
No.
Just fucking.
What? But that's my biggest issue.
He looks.
And look, golf people hit me up with this. Why did he have to drive himself? I'm just saying. I have driven people around the city with a lot less status than the number one golfer in the world.
You really have bands, hotels, and venues. Yeah, you're paid $10 an hour to do it. Yeah, you would think that the PGA would have had a valet service.
I would think they would partner with Uber to make sure that these dudes is there, even the local.
777 cab. Yeah.
You have dude, you could even have local car dealerships. It just confuses me that. We just talked about the charter planes in the WNBA and how they're just now getting these. When we have this is one of the wealthiest sports out here.
Well, I definitely don't think these guys are stars.
No, they're not. And maybe they just like to drive themselves. Maybe that's it. Maybe this is just maybe to me this could be hockey fighting. I don't get that either.
I respect that though, man. Just keep driving yourself to the gig. Why not? Fuck it. You don't need a limousine.
Hey, they don't have to have a limousine.
I don't know why you would want to though, because traffic's gotta be fucking awful.
I feel like that's the main problem that nobody wants to talk about. Like, one, Valhalla is in a wild place when it comes to high traffic areas. It's basically
Middletown in general.
Yes. So I feel like this is more of an infrastructure problem than anything.
I don't know, but we don't know how any of these
We don't.
accidents happen. It's been vague as hell. Like, I've got questions. What happened? How come he was taken downtown and back within about an hour and a half? It's at least 35 minutes from Middletown to downtown.
That right there.
So like times 2, that's an hour 10 minutes. An extra 20 minutes he spent in the detention center. That's ridiculous.
Homie, they booked it. They booked it because I live downtown. I will tell you right now, if I forgot something downtown and I'm going to Middletown, hey, bro, it's just gonna be there because ain't no way you getting back that quick. But hey, bro, this man's Superman.
Unless they did a police escort, but like, why the fuck are they doing a police? Like,
you just arrested him.
Yeah, like what the hell? And then they're not talking about it at all on TV. They're just not even speaking about it. This whole day, we have been watching it on mute.
I say this, it's a confusing day, but I feel like this exposes a lot of problems that the city has had, though. Like, let's be real. We've had a war on sound lately with LMPD and neighborhoods. Like, even in the Highlands.
They shut our band down on St. Patrick's Day.
I heard about that. That's...
In the afternoon. It was like 2 in the afternoon. The cops came, shut us down like a fucking college party, man.
Like, I feel like a lot of issues can be solved if we improve some of Louisville's infrastructure. We have bar districts that are now in places that want to be neighborhoods, I guess. I guess. Yeah. But we have these big events in the city that always cause looks like crazy traffic. Because I was hearing a lot of people who were going to Valhalla and you had a hotel downtown, or if you wanted to get an Uber, we were hearing reports of people having Ubers coming late, or even getting an Uber out there was really tough. Like, I feel like, let's just be honest, today exposed a lot of things that's been going down in the city for a long time. I feel like multiple things have been exposed on a national scale, and everybody's like, oh, this is an embarrassment for Louisville, and the PGA Tour won't come back. I'm letting you know right now, the PGA Tour is coming back.
No, there's money to be had. There's money to be had.
They out here in the rain in these ponchos. Like, nah, bro. They coming back.
I mean, I don't see where Louisville's treated anybody bad. I mean, we lost a guy's life, but I don't know how it happened. And this guy was in jail and out of jail in 5 seconds. So it seems like everyone cooperated, and this show's still going. It's obviously successful. People are tuned in, and I know several people down there today.
No.
But like, what do you mean Louisville's not gonna give this a give? I don't know. Maybe I don't know enough about it because I don't follow golf typically. But shout out to my boy Jordan Cloyd. He does that golf guy on Instagram. Check him out.
Dude, I feel like it's gonna come back because at the end of the day, it's still bringing eyes to the sport. The Malice in the Palace did not end the NBA. Now, granted, nobody did lose their life, and we don't know what happened with that. My biggest concern is, why don't we know more about that?
It's weird that they're not talking about it. It's weird that they're not talking about it. And it's vague when they do. It's,
because I've yet to see
he got a reckless driving charge. What did he do? Was he like me and you have driven vehicles for events at the fairgrounds, at Thunder. We've been in traffic heavier than what we're seeing on TV.
Yeah, dude, and it can be very annoying sometimes. It can be tedious because
I don't understand how you're getting a reckless driving charge unless you're being crazy, and how you get an assault. But this guy looks super composed on TV.
Mm-hmm. And the crazy part is you're talking about now, like, it's weird. We're going to go to body cam footage yeah, we're going to have to. We're going to have to because remember, there's a felony involved now, too.
These guys are traffic control. They have body cam.
We're going to see. But apparently they had LMPD out there, too. Apparently, like, the police was there, so We gonna see, man. But I just feel like, look,
there are questions to be had,
dude.
There are questions to be had.
There's questions to be had, but we've had these same questions even beyond 2020. This has been my biggest issue. Like everything that we're talking about now, a lot of things we're talking about now, like somebody lost their life and we don't have all the information. We don't know what's going on. Like this is a common occurrence in the city. Police being accused of being overly aggressive. This is a common occurrence in the city. Like this is not new. It just blows my mind now. There's like such outrage because it happened to somebody.
Because the camera's on it.
Dude, that's it.
Yeah, it's 100%. The other thing is, and I can understand it from a business mindset. You know, we're looking at this as we're coming off a derby, so we've had several weeks of good economic activity. Our town's making some money. We're going into the summer months, which is always going to be good for business. But on top of this, shortly after Derby, we get to have this PGA Tour come here. So that's good for business, and it's good for our town. We don't want to have that fucked up, but I still don't understand how this is all. We don't know what happened, which is weird. We don't know what happened, and the cops seem to have been cooperating to get him out for whatever he did pretty quickly, because he's already back to playing. I mean, they didn't skip a beat.
I mean, you can't. That's the number one player in the world. Because how crazy would it be? And that's another thing that kind of brings me to a lot of issues here. Like, we got all these people fighting, Republican, Democrat, and I feel like this is the first time social media gets such a bad rap. But the beautiful thing about social media, in real time, I'm seeing real thoughts of what people are really seeing. And these are the same kind of conversations we had with 2020. These are the same conversations I was having in 2016. Like, infrastructure. Police overreacting. Like, this is... It's the repetition of things, and now it's going into this space.
What infrastructure could have fixed this? Like better roads in that area?
Honestly, let's be real. Roads. That's not. We're not even just talking about roads here. We're one of the few cities that don't have a transit system that's adequate to fit the people's need. We don't have a train system.
Yeah, that's true.
We actually, honestly, need one. One of the reasons for the big disparity in wealth in this city is, honestly, if you don't have a car, you're basically screwed.
Yeah, unless you live next to everything that you do, which is insanely difficult to do in this town. Absolutely.
Dude.
Unless you're a college kid living off campus.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like, you have to pay in to get to that most times, too. So, it's like, or you have to get a scholarship, so you either have to be selected for doing something special, or...
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I definitely agree that there needs to be better infrastructure in general. I think if it was a road, though, I would not prioritize around Valhalla.
No,
I would say that there are better ways to fix some other roads. Sherman Minton specifically needs to be worked on.
No, and I feel like a lot of things.
Fixed. Yeah. Whatever the fuck is going on with that, you know,
But even the Valhalla, like, it's not the city's fault to, like, fix their road.
Right.
And their things, but like with the Uber things, like this is something I feel like they didn't expect with Uber.
Yeah.
I feel like they didn't set up with that because we've seen the growth in music festivals around the world. Like they've changed. Like I remember when it was almost impossible to get an Uber. Now you have Uber sections. Not saying they didn't have that out there, but there's probably a better way to orchestrate it too.
Yeah, you could have maybe worked with that company and figured out some kind of. Well, I mean, whoever they got shuttling. People from the fairgrounds out there. I mean, that's the same form. But yeah, I see what you're saying. You can make it a little bit more efficient, or maybe you could employ more resources. Yeah. Obviously, there's a lot of people that are out there.
And this is not an event that happens every year. This isn't Derby. So this isn't an annual thing.
It's been 10 years since the last one, right?
From what I believe, that's what it's been. And I feel like it's really unfair to say the PGA Tour won't come back. I just feel like the PGA Tour would have some suggestions on how things can be better ran the next time. Like, they're not going to kill this because there's way too much money involved. They're not going to kill this because too many people love golf. And they're not going to kill this because y'all watching. Y'all got me watching. Y'all got everybody watching today. Ratings for this one round, I promise you.
I think
we'll hit
more about this after the day closes, for sure. I think the news will talk. Like when there's no more plays to be had, no one's out there like playing anymore. They're gonna want to talk about something. They'll probably start addressing it.
But my thing is like, why?
It's weird that they're not right now.
Because my thing is like, I feel like if it was any other normal citizen, it would be addressed now. But that's the thing. That's my issue when it comes to this country. Everybody thinks it's. I really believe it's beyond wealth. It really is your status. People really want to get upset with social media, but social media has brought a lot of truth out when it comes to who people will follow and what you will do to defend the person you follow. And this is coming from a Kanye West fan. So I'm for real. Like being real. Like you got it really shows you who you are. And I feel like a lot of people on social media, a lot of people in the world don't like who that reflection is. They don't like being associated with certain people and something like that. But at the end of the day, you're still your own individual. You still have your own thoughts. You're still your own person. Like, there's a lot of different perspectives people are having around about this one day. And at the same time, I feel like a lot of what to me would be routine, like follow-ups from like journalists, or routine information given out to the citizens when somebody has lost their life are just being skipped.
Well, I mean, in fairness, Mayor Greenberg did post on Twitter a statement.
He did say something.
But it was, again, vague. Like, what the fuck does that mean? It was just like, I mean, obviously he offered his condolences, of course, but like the events, like no one has a clear description of what happened today. And it seems dramatic. Someone lost their life and they're just playing golf. Like I'm not hating on anybody, but it's like, hey, what went down over there?
Right.
You know? And it's in Middletown. So you would think that this would be like, unless something shady's going on, I don't know.
I don't know, but we gonna find out we want to know what y'all want to know. Tell us what you think. Conspiracy theories, I feel like this is your time to shine.
There are gaps in the story is all I'm saying.
Gaps, man. Shh.
There's vagary.
Let us know in the comments. We still don't have a title for this, but we will.